2 weeks ago, if you had asked me, there was no hope for United. No hope at all, at all, at all. This week, in my opinion, there is a little sliver of hope. When they asked the manager basically after the Chelsea game, he said it doesn't even matter. This Chelsea game as it is now is already done. The most important thing is Brentford. So the first question is, from your perspective, was there anything you saw against Chelsea that maybe gave you confidence, gave you small hope, gave you small belief, or is still, as make we dey say as it dey go?
I think the thing that gave me hope is the same thing that has been keeping us last season.
Hmm.
I think we probably saw a Bruno that decided to either step up or was given an instruction to move up. So Bruno was like in the attack, and that created our first chance, right? That
Yeah.
helped us, even created more pressure in the attack. Like you see that there's that thing called, a creative attacking footballer. He's a midfielder, but you decide to play him deep, thinking that will help. They're not Bruno is not the payload kind of guy, neither is he the Pogba kind of guy. He's more of a, will I put how will I put it? He's more of
Like a
behind
Gerard kind of.
that kind of behind the striker. Let me be behind so that I can help the midfield and also help more on the attack and can take shots and do all those stuff. So that kind of created more. I think it woke the players up. Like, we are here to win. Do you understand? Like, they were all in the mindset to attack and also track back together. Unlike when he plays that deep and he's like, he's not in the game. Everybody in the front is doing their own thing. People at the back are selling match and doing their own thing. So I don't know if that passes a message to Amorim. Like, my fear is that Cunha is back, Messi Mount is back, so most likely we are back to the same routine
No,
again.
still, I think. I mean, what do you make of? Because I get the sense that there was one minor tactical tweak that happened that I think really changed the way we played, which was playing Maguire as the central back and Delete as right centre back. I like Euro, and I like Euro. I think Euro is a good player, but I think
He needs
Delete is fantastic, right? Like, Delete is
experience.
he knows how to attack. He knows how to get in those positions. So maybe that's what gave Bruno the platform,
To go. That could be
to go
another thing.
forward to.
We just hope Amorim doesn't change too much next game. The defense is solid. Defense was good. For me, the my only pain was we got. I won't say we were pressuring before the red card. Like 3 minutes, we pressured the normal man,
Mm,
but there was no goal. The goal came when the red card was there, which is, how many times are we going to get red card to get a goal, right?
sure.
And
Yeah.
then you now look at when we're 10-10. We even had chances to kill the game at 10-10 in the second half. And United
Yeah.
players were playing like they don't even have that clear foresight to know that there's a player beside you that you could play to instead of
Mm,
shooting when you know you're not accurate or something. Like, we could have easily lost 2 points in that game if
yeah.
we weren't solid at the back. Well, that's what I think. I think Amorim should start the same lineup. And an overconfidence Maguire is what we don't need, but confident Maguire is okay for us.
It's good.
He's one of our best friends,
Um.
I don't lie. But I think Euro needs time. Euro just needs time. Is You can't compare him and Delete. Delete has had experiences of many big teams, Champions League with Bayern Munich and all those things. So
Mm,
Euro needs time. He's just a teenager growing up. Is he? I think in the next five, I see more like a picture of Varane. It's going to take a few more years for him to stand up and do more. He had a bad game against City, no doubt, but he doesn't give me that too much confidence, especially when he's on the ball. He's kind of
right.
scared. I think he needs to learn that confidence with Maguire. But Maguire said the touch sometimes. He's like, I want to be driving like. But Maguire has that confidence with the ball. I
He has
wish.
confidence, and he has been here before, right? And I think Dr. Soto is raising a fair point. And I'm curious to hear what Johnny Boy thinks. I'm sure he agrees. And I mean, feel free to discredit the United performance, but from your perspective, do you take away anything for United from that game against Chelsea, or you think it was just Chelsea gave us the game and we're going to win anyway?
It's obvious that Chelsea gave you the game. That's the first thing because nobody sitting here predicted that Sanchez was going to do that calamity. You can't like what was going through his head 3 minutes into the game. Like who does that? And
It
then
wasn't 3 minutes,
couple,
but like 6 minutes.
it was 3 minutes, bro. It was like
Four
three, four
minutes.
minutes into the
Four
game.
minutes.
It was so early. And then to make matters what the coach, I don't know, he panicked because he made a statement after the game. He'd rather be one goal down after 4 minutes than one man down. But the message should have been to himself as well. Why did you take out all your attacking players within the first 20 minutes of the game because you're one man down? Nobody does that.
Palmer
So
was
he too
injured.
also panicked. He also panicked as well because no manager does that. You don't take out all your attacking options because you still feel that you're gonna have chances. And also United has a very for some reason, even when Chelsea were in their pump, United always had a good record over Chelsea at Old Trafford for some reason.
Agenda.
So that also plays a role. For some reason, United steps up against Chelsea, especially at Old Trafford. So it's something that I expected, and it was going to be a difficult game for Chelsea, regardless. And United, we all know United's mantra, especially under the coaches, win one, draw one, lose one. So
We
you
can't say
lost last
football like
weekend.
that.
You lost last weekend. So I expected a bounce back at home against Chelsea. So there's nothing. I
Mm.
think let's see your game against Brentford, and I think Liverpool is your next game after that. They will have a fairer opinion and judgment about the team. But if our
No,
United
that
fans
that's
take the
fair.
win, 3 points, which is in the bag, so that's what's important at this point in time.
Another
But
talking
I'm
point that I
excited.
think another talking point that came up because now Casemiro is going to miss the next game. I'm just curious, what do you make of this whole Kobbie Mainoo situation, right? Where the guy cannot get playing time under Amorim, and I think the conclusion, if you read the tea leaves based on what Amorim has said, he doesn't rate Kobe as highly as everybody else does. I think I remember him saying, and I quote, something about how the idea of Kobe is better than the player himself, right? And so Kobe is competing with Bruno for one of the two midfield positions, and the other one is Casemiro and
Okay.
Ugarte. From you guys have had your own share of young players come through and so on and so forth. But like, what do you make of the whole Kobe situation? Is Amorim crazy or are United fans crazy for pushing Kobe too
Oh,
much?
if you notice one thing, they all have something in common. All these new modern managers, they hardly trust youth. Ateta was the same thing. Remember, after Arsenal had a period we're going through problems. Ateta refused to play. This Saka, I remember when we had Saka, this Saka were praising. There was a time he refused to play Saka. Saka wasn't playing for Arsenal. He kept on persisting with Willian and the rest that time. It was injuries that forced his hand, and that's how he was able to play Saka and Emil Smith Rowe. So for some reason, these managers don't trust youth because they feel that youth is not good. As a youth player, you still have that youthful exuberance. So you're not going to follow the manager's instruction to the T. So they are very, very particular on following the manager's instruction. That's why you see them always on the sideline, directing play and all this. But as a youngster, we're all young. You want to shine, you want to show yourself what you
Yeah.
can do on so that there's bound to be you playing without the coach's instruction. So that also plays. I think that's one of the reasons why it's happening with Mino. Mino is a free thinker. He's going to do what he wants to do, regardless of what the manager is saying. He will try to do what the manager says, but at the end of the day, that youthful exuberance is still going to come. And so I think the manager sees him as somebody that is not tactically aware
Yeah.
at this moment in time. So that's the problem he's having. He depends more on a 35-year-old Casemiro because he believes Casemiro has been there
That's
and done that.
crazy.
Ugarte has been there and done that. And then obviously your captain Bruno has been there and done that. So he trusts those guys far more than Mino. Mino is more like his last resort when every other thing has failed. So he has to play Mino. Unfortunately for us, that's hard these modern managers think. See with Mannery, everybody thought okay, play Mannery even last season when we're struggling when Odega was out, we could see, yo, bro, try it out. Just play Wannery. It cannot get worse. He didn't play Wannery because he didn't trust him because he's young. So it's nothing new. It's
I mean,
just
I
they've
guess
got them all.
to be fair, your whole squad is young now, right? How old is Timber? How old is Saliba? How old is
Yeah, but you know what? Those guys
Calafiori?
have been playing. They're young.
Right.
There's young and
Right.
having games under your belt, like Timber, like you mentioned. Those guys are
I mean,
Odegaard.
Jude.
Those guys are young, but like they've had experience of playing for a long time. So those guys are kind of different.
I mean, what do you make of this whole Kobbie Mainoo situation? I think there's a possibility where United fans might be gassing up Kobe too much, right? Do you think there's some truth to the idea that Kobe, wait for your find your level? You're just 19 years old. Calm down. You never see anything. You never really do anything. You've only had one season of professional football. Or do you think? Because some people also say this that like any system that cannot accommodate Kobe Minor is a rubbish system. Which one of the where do you fall?
I believe in tweaking the system. So depending on the game, it depends on what the manager wants to play. For me, Amorim is already said, "Oh, my philosophy, my philosophy." Everybody who is not
Hmm.
aligned with the philosophy
Not even the Pope.
if you shift out. If you not even move, you might even ship out Jesus at this point in time. So
Hmm.
let's just hope. So I just feel for me, for from the player perspective, he couldn't get the loan that he wanted to get. Mine is you are faced with Bruno, and that position is not too deep. It's not that hard. Like hard for
Mm.
you. It kills him as a player. Maybe his role is always like push up attack. Like he's not really a sitting guy, but he's like, oh, I can attack sometimes, take shots and do all those stuff, right? But now he has to play more deep, which is not his greatest strength. But for me, I feel like when you are an upcoming player, it's just like Rashford in Barcelona. Whatever he's given now, he's probably going to take it and try to do like show himself, right? That's what Kobe needs to learn. Like take that position, even if it's 10 minutes, dominate it for 10 minutes. It gives you
Really?
another 20, 40 minutes of another game. You never can tell. If you dominate better, you might take the shirt from Bruno, and Bruno will be given another position instead. But the problem is, would this, there's not enough time. There are going to be errors with the current Man United team setup. There are going to be errors, and the easy link to carry is probably, oh, that's Kobe. He's a midfielder. Probably they lost the ball in the midfield. Then Kobe is the fourth. They take out Kobe. Those things also kill the player. I think Amorim needs to come to a point where he doesn't want to change the philosophy, which is where I like don't agree with him. I feel like you can, because when you look at Manchester United, when we are down and we need a goal, by 80th minute, you start seeing Harry Maguire up front, and we are only sending the ball up front. That's a change of
Mm.
philosophy. So why can't you change your philosophy as early as 60 minutes, as
Right.
50 minutes? You see that the game is not going, and that's what's been killing us against smaller teams. The game is not going that way. There are other things you can play, and then it will accommodate Kobe and mount pressure for us in the attack. Like it's a different ball play, gameplay, like everything. See the Man City game when they came in, it was a different gameplay. Where everybody was now up front. Like, do you understand? So I feel
Yeah.
like to be able to have a second philosophy that those players can easily switch on to and still dominate and get results. Because at this point, it's not just one philosophy. Even Fergie had to change 4-4-2, 4-4-2,
Right.
I mean 4-4-2 to 4-3-3 at some point, and even change. He also changes when he noticed that he has Anderson cleverly. Like you have to play sometimes to the strength of the players to get results, and sometimes just play your first 45 minutes to have the strength and dominate and see whether your philosophy is working. But if your philosophy is not working at this point, you're not only killing Manchester United, you're also killing the players. How will I put it? Their own morale by they will
Yeah.
start having self doubt and other stuff and not getting the result.
According to Opta analysts, Manchester United had the hardest starting five fixtures of all the teams that were played. So we
And we
faced the toughest opponents, but no club has a higher XG
That's a lie,
or
though.
has
Now
played more
but
shots
Shelty, but
than
that's a lie.
Manchester
You know that,
United.
right? But
they
Shelty,
Why?
that's a
just
lie
don't
right there.
do. They just told you.
Why
What
is
you,
it lie?
Burnley and Fulham? Come on, what are
Burnley
we doing
ahead
here now?
Liverpool. Are you okay? Burnley
No,
ahead
so we
Burnley and
played.
minutes.
No, I'm looking at the ranking here. The opponent's average ranking, and this is up to analysts. You're free to contest it. But first is Man United, who played Arsenal, Fulham, Burnley, Man City, and Chelsea.
Chelsea. It's a tough
Bournemouth is the
fixture now.
next. Bournemouth is the next toughest coefficient. Like they played the next toughest amount of teams. Liverpool, Wolves, Tottenham, Brighton, Newcastle. Arsenal is third.
Ha.
Arsenal played
Bro, you see,
United,
you see why I don't
Leeds,
like. You see why I don't like
Liverpool, Nottingham
stats.
Forest, and Man City.
This is why I don't like stats, because stats lie, and this is an example where stats is lying. You can't tell me, Jude. Let's not lie. You can't tell me Burnley is a hard fixture. Burnley is just
Burnley
coming from
at
relegation.
Liverpool.
It's
It
not.
doesn't
Burnley at
matter,
Liverpool,
dude.
last
It doesn't
minute.
matter. You are
It's
playing there.
not
It
about
doesn't matter,
alone now.
bro.
Burnley,
Dude,
Liverpool.
you have to speak the truth always. Don't always
It's
lie
not on the
about.
game played now.
Bro, Burnley just came from relegation.
We had Man City, Arsenal,
Even with
Chelsea.
Bournemouth, Bournemouth is playing Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton like
Man-
the worst
Man
in the
City,
league.
Arsenal,
What are we
Chelsea.
talking about here? Like,
Man City,
let's
Arsenal,
be
Chelsea
honest.
is not tough.
It's like me. It's like me saying Leeds is hard. Leeds just came from.
No vex. I go say their accounts.
Yeah,
Opta
but
analyst.
that's just
May you forward your
that's just a wrong
complaints.
start. That's a wrong start, right
May
there.
you go write letter to.
They're not
Are they
arguing.
try? Maybe they are trying to pacify Amorim.
No.
Maybe
The
they
future
are
is
giving
not
Amorim
based on-
pointers
it's
so
not-
that I can
it's
send
not
to the
based
board
on
and
the
United
names
fans.
of the club.
That thing is for United fans to pacify them, because United fans are going crazy.
No,
over Amorim.
but you do know that, like, you do know that part of what makes this Amorim period so annoying, especially this season, is that all the data, XG or passes or shots, Man United are in the top.
Yeah.
This thing, but we know they win. We know they win match.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said. That's why somebody said it's good to watch ball with your eye and forget stats. Because let's be honest, you also say it. United have all those things, but how many clear clutch chances you guys create? You guys don't create much. You
No,
don't.
we create chances. We create good. That's what XG is.
You
that's,
don't.
That's literally what XG
Against
is.
Fulham, we all did this analysis against Fulham, but from Cunha's chance, which other clear clutch chance did they have against
No, but
Fulham?
that's
about clear
literally.
cut.
We don't have to use our eye test now. That's the metric XG, right? Is meant to capture quality of Chances, basically.
Dr.
So,
Toast, thank you. Tell them.
Dr.
Tell
Toast,
them.
Dr. Toves, you guys should pick one. You guys should pick one, right? Number one, Arsenal fans insist that Arsenal is a stronger team than United. So when you're playing against United, Liverpool, and Man City, you're playing against your mates in Liverpool and Man City, and your junior in United.
But they are better than United for Arsenal. United for Arsenal, especially at Old Trafford. So we can't say that.
Yeah, or you are a victim of your own success.
No, it's not. United at Old Trafford.
You are looking at.
We all know that it's a top fixture for Arsenal.
But that's not what you are looking at.
What are you talking about? That's how we're looking at.
You and Dr. Toves should take your complaints to Opta analyst. I will drop.
Only to Man U is stronger than
guys are pacifying United fans.
Forest that just changed. Look at Forest that changed.
Even Forest is harder than.
Forest is not harder for Arsenal.
No, I'm saying Forest is harder than both.
The Forest beat
and Burnley. No, I'm just saying. No, if we're talking about if you are being,
we are comparing it to the strength of the team now. That's what they are looking at. You are looking at it based on name.
No, which name? Where did Nottingham Forest finish last season? 7th.
Nottingham Forest finished above Man U.
Thank you. Thank you. They finished 7th. So they are supposed to be coming from Division 1.
They are not good compared to Arsenal. That's what I'm telling you.
No, we're talking about opponents now. We're talking about opponents you have faced. This is not related to the team.
That's what they're
talking about in terms of
opponents now. Now I was collect 13, I mean 14. Now allow us to suffer to collect the strongest opponent.
I've seen the show too, but I don't. All these stats is garbage.
You finish second. Your strongest opponent is Liverpool. That's your strongest opponent. Every team below the table is not strong.
You guys will take it up with the police or with FIFA. At this point, have a good week.
I'm happy for you guys. United fans are happy seeing that start. Maybe that will keep Amorim in the job longer. It's actually good for Amorim.
Like we said at the beginning of this episode, Johnny Boy. please just make sure that no matter what happens next week,
don't
no
lose.
matter what happens,
Don't anything
you
from
don't
that.
you don't come back here with only 2 points ahead of Man U, or that you are 8 points behind Liverpool.
but even if that happens, I'm not still moved because I know United is still going to finish where they ought to
Why are
finish.
you bothered
We
about
don't
United?
Arsenal.
This is
We
the
don't.
problem.
No, you brought up United and he brought up
No,
Well,
I'm
United.
the
That's
one that's
just
bringing
all.
it up.
on
I'm
That's what I'm
telling you,
saying.
Johnny boy.
So
If for any reason the two of us end up
so you
in the
think
same
Brentford will beat Man
vicinity
U?
on the table,
Eh?
that's
Brentford
casted,
will
though.
beat
I don't know
Man
That's
what
casted.
United. We can't predict now. United is up and down.
U.
No,
They're
we
like the
can't
wave.
predict. We can't predict Man United, so we could lose or we could win. But if we should win, and for any reason you guys don't win at Newcastle, and you are
Till
now
Sunday
8 points
now.
behind Liverpool, hmm,
Till Sunday.
that will not be funny. But yeah, like,
Till
share, subscribe.